So I have a story today that is about a guy who recently underwent a 10-month transformation. This guy I served with in the U.S. Army, and he just has a few things that he'd like to tell the people. Now, as I've stated a few times before on my Instagram page, this news outlet is not just about the pros. I really want to follow the process of people and how they actually discovered the sport, how they fell in love with the sport, and what they're doing after. So let's get into it. So in 10 months, Taylor Cook went from 240 pounds down to 162. He mentioned that the fuel behind his accomplishments were due to medical professionals telling him that he would be unable to do intense exercise due to his myocarditis, which he was diagnosed with last year. Now, if you're unfamiliar with myocarditis is inflammation on the middle layer of the heart, which is typically caused by a viral infection. So, props go out to Taylor. He said something just triggered inside of him, and he was in the gym the very next day. He said he wants to let people know that anyone can surpass their limits, and he's proof of it. So I asked the 24-year-old Army veteran how long he'd been working out and when he discovered bodybuilding, and this is what he said.
So March 10th actually marks 1 year that I actually dedicated myself to the gym. I went on and off once beforehand, but I never really got dedicated and never really stuck to a diet or anything. But on March 10th, I don't know, I just woke up one morning and decided to get in that gym. The funny thing about me discovering bodybuilding was I used to think these people were funny. I never really got to understand what they did to get where they was and everything. I just thought people looked gross. It's been about 6 months or so since I discovered bodybuilding. I don't necessarily I wouldn't say I love it, but I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm trying to get, big and nasty like that. I'm just trying to slim down, physique, aesthetics, my everything right now.
Something I can relate to is that in the beginning of discovering bodybuilding, I know me personally, I was in high school when I discovered it. I started getting all the muscle mags and all that stuff. Bodybuilding physique didn't really actually appeal to me. I actually found it kind of weird, kind of crazy, but something kind of drew me to it. Even though it kind of looked gross to me, I eventually fell in love with what the body could do and the evolution of dieting and working out and putting muscle on. And that really spoke to me later on. I was more into the aesthetics of fitness as well. And later on, it just kind of clicked for me. It was just crazy to me that you could do this with your body and push it to its limits with just diet, exercise. And when I started doing it, I was hooked. And I'm sure Taylor's gonna do the same thing.
So I definitely aim to compete. I'm actually training right now for my first men's physique show in 6 months. Got a long way to go, but I'll get there. Maybe one day I'll decide I want to be, big and jacked, see where I can go with it. But for now, I'm just doing men's physique, stay lean, stay healthy, just, learn more before I go any further where I'm at.
Taylor actually mentioned that he gets a lot of his information from influencers on social media. He mentioned he's been in contact with a few big names, and I really wanted to get a grasp on what exactly were his thoughts on influencers in the fitness industry today. And here's what he said, check it out.
I think there's a lot of great fitness influencers today. There's many that's, helped me to where I'm at today. I mean, honestly, one of the reasons I got in is watching influencers on TikTok and Instagram. I think it's good, especially for the young people these days.
I asked Taylor if he follows the shows and the competitors, and I wanted to know who his favorite bodybuilder was today.
Yes, I definitely follow the industry. I follow tons of competitors. I love the shows. I watch them all. These days, I just find it intriguing, It's something that I want to do, so why not? I get so much information from watching competitors and shows, just staying up to date with everything's going. So my favorite bodybuilder definitely is going to have to be John Schwartz. I like the man's attitude. I love his dedication. I mean, I haven't seen somebody work harder than my man has.
Now, closing this video, Taylor wanted to give a shout out to some people who have made an impact on him and his fitness journey. And these people are Travis Ray, Lee Dean, John Schwartz, Jordan Vishnisky, Justin Westmoreland, Joe Aesthetics, Sadiq Hatsovic, and me. Much appreciated, brother. Let me know what you guys think of this video in the comments, and what advice do you guys have for those that are just now discovering bodybuilding and want to make an impact in the fitness industry. And as always, like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like this video. And until next time, see ya.